What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this debut EP from Rumor called Drug Dealing is a Lost Art. Now, Rumor is an artist who I really couldn't find much information on. He's kind of doing that anonymous thing, but he's a rapper and singer who broke out onto the scene with his song Rascal. What he was doing on this was very unique. It immediately set him apart. You got these visuals that were very gutter and grimy with that balaclava and all the guns, but what he did with the actual song was create a rugged remix of the Rascal Flatts song called Bless the Broken Road. So this song went viral. Everybody was talking about it, whether they liked it or not, and that made me curious to hear what else he would be able to do. I just think he has some really unique vocals. I like the way that he blended his harmonies and melodies all over this track. Really had a great voice, so I was curious to see which direction he'd be going with on this EP. And you don't get too many country vibes, although you do get a little bit, which I will break down as we move through the review. Now, when it came to the second single, Dealer, this one was a bit more traditional to that melodic trap sound. The beat doesn't stick out too much, but it does have some bass thicker than Carmen Hayes, so it still slaps, and you're getting that typical content that deals with lean and pills. Again though, it's Rumor's unique vocal style that makes this track pop, and that's why I did like this one. I would say Rascal's probably the best song on here, just because it's so creative and different, and that's the one that we all fell in love with. If you fell in love with it in the first place, you know what I mean. If you were interested in Rumor, that's the one that grabbed your attention. But Dealer was pretty good too, man. Just the way he sings sets himself apart from all the other trap crooners out there, and there are plenty of them. Now, you're also going to get some traditional trap stuff with Best Friend and Nouveau Reach. Here, the production and content aren't overly memorable, so I don't have a lot to say there. But again, it's the vocals that help carry the tracks. And you do get a Dealer remix featuring Future and Lil Baby, which I would put as my least favorite song. Dealer itself, just the regular version, is pretty dope, but then you put Future and Lil Baby on there, and they don't bring anything unique, exceptional, or interesting to the table at all. The original, of course, is sticking out because of Rumor's vocals. Then you slap those two on here, and it really does take an even deeper dive into the genericism. Now, as for other features, you do get Westside Gunn on the opening track Welfare, and I thought this was a pretty solid track. It starts off with a little Westside Gunn verse that's pretty dope, and this track has Rumor reflecting on moving to a condo from the trap house, just trying to get his mom off of welfare. You know what I'm talking about, that come up story. So you're not going to get much deep content or anything on this little EP. That's probably one of the more poignant moments as far as that stuff goes. But to come back to the country sound that I did mention earlier, you get a bit of that on the song I'm Not Over You. This is produced by Timbaland, and it has a bit of a twangy sound. And those two elements right there, the Timbaland production with the twangy sound, kind of reminds me of the stuff that he did for Bubba Sparxxx on Deliverance. So I could see him kind of going down that direction if he continues to work with Timbaland. If you know that album Deliverance, it was pretty dope. So, you know, pardon the door slamming and thumping and everything going on here. It's summertime. Kids are coming in and out of the house, so that's just sort of a necessary evil. But moving forward, I would have to say my favorite track on here is Silence, man. Well, next to Rascal, it would be my second favorite track. It's just very cloudy and atmospheric. You don't have drums through the whole thing, although they do charge in later on in the track. And I think this really just showcased his ability to work a versatile style and come through with different sounds. Really sounds like something you would listen to if you're on a drunken cab ride home, just sitting in the back seat. That's what it reminds me of for some reason. If you know, you know. It has that same feel to it. So overall, like, this isn't going to be a long review because there's not much to break down with the content, creative approaches with the lyricism or anything like that. But sonically, it does have a couple of moments. I mean, at the end of the day, I would give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's worth checking out if you are interested in Rumor, but I didn't come out of this feeling like, you know, he's really taken the next step here. But to be fair, it is just an EP, and usually those EPs, especially a debut EP, that's just kind of testing the waters to see what the feedback is, what type of sound people want to hear more from, and all those sorts of things. So maybe with his album, he'll be able to capture more of that magic that he had with Rascal, but this one is just, you know, it's just like a light snack, you know what I mean? You might come out of it with a couple tracks, but even for a short EP, you do get those fillerish generic moments, and I think that's what holds it back from being anything truly memorable and great, although I did like a couple songs. So you guys let me know what you think about this one. What do you think about Rumor overall? What do you want to hear from him moving forward? And make sure you do that good YouTube and social media stuff where you show me love and you show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.